Hey everybody, it's Umi Genevieve, laced in space, constellation on LSD. Thanks for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else and you decided to be here with me. So thank you. Before I start, I got to give that gratitude. Thank you for the sessions. Thank you for the interaction. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you basically for all the love because, I really love this and I'm glad that I'm getting this kind of, network and community. Like I found my tribe, my Astro tribe. And I love y'all and I really appreciate that. Thank you. So I want to cut this a little bit. So today I wanted to talk about secret enemies and open enemies. This is from one of the people that I follow and they follow me and they wanted to kind of do, this was one of their suggestions. So secret enemies and open enemies are very important in the chart because it's how we assert and cooperate with others, how we assert ourselves and how we cooperate and coexist with other people. So let's start off with our secret enemy house. Our secret enemy house is the 12th and the first house, the ascendant energy. Why? Because the 12th house is that whole, like, before we come out into that first house, that Aries, assert who we are, put things into action. So the 12th house is our subconscious place. And if you don't really deal with shadow work, it will be a very difficult thing for you to, what's opposite of Pisces, Virgo, what's opposite of 12th house, 6th house, find purpose in this lifetime because your shadow energies are going to trick you or come in the way when you least expect it because you're not really aware of that energy when you go into the 12th house. It's a place where you have to do a lot of subconscious work. You could go there through physical, through the 6th house also because Virgo aspects to Pisces. How? A lot of times when people go get sick, go to jail, just do things where their body, get in that, just get in a place where their body or their body is in a place where they're not able to function and be self-sufficient, that they go into their shadow side. Because they have to get into the world shadow, secret enemies, of what's attacking them that they don't see, of what's the issue truly with them. And when a lot of people and that's why that energy is kind of sketchy sometimes in the chart when planets go into there or when people have planets there, because if they're not aware of it, it can be extremely overwhelming because you're not in tune with a temperament, you're not in tune with an energy within yourself. And many times when people have planets there, it's because, parents, how the people who are energies that are supposed to teach us Virgo, self-sufficiency, how to take care of ourselves, how to kind of be responsible, they weren't really there. They were maybe maybe working grave shift hours since that's a very dark place. Or they maybe were in jail or on drugs, all types of things more distant, or maybe they traveled a lot, did a lot of abroad, went far away, things, or maybe living in another country. Maybe you're an immigrant child and things of sort. Or they speak another language, things like that, where there's still something that you're not really connected with it because it wasn't Virgo taught to you. So when people have 12th house energy, they need to be aware that these things they're not really in tune with, and that if people who connect with that energy or who are in those signs of those planets, they can manipulate you. So Pisces rising, things of sort. The reason why you hide is because you're easily impressionable, and that's why you need to get your Virgo on and get your standard on and get into your body and get in tune with that, those vibes, but connected to body consciousness. So when people come around you, you're like, yo, you're really throwing me off. So I'm gonna trust myself before I trust what you're saying. No disrespect, but it's just my standard. You feel me? Yes. So now when we get to the first house can also be an enemy house. Why? Because the first house is Mars. It's Aries. So that first sign. So Aries is already, it's the god of war. It's the warrior. So already with that, always in life, when you assert a goal, original idea, it's already a competition. You know that. That's an innate energy where you're like, I'm about to go do something. And I know there's going to be people that kind of want to stop me through their Libra opposition, through their, and it's really going to be like, we say that all the time on Instagram. It's usually the closest people that don't support you. It's usually the closest enemy to you, the one you love, Libra, that be going against you and all of that. Because of that aspect, that's why many Aries I see with their energy, they hate telling people their ideas. Because they're like, as soon as I tell somebody my idea, now they want to Mars me. They want to tell me how, maybe it's dangerous, maybe it's not a good idea. That's why some of them are very headstrong. They do what they want to do on their timing through their own motivation because they know they can be easily opposed. Right? So this can be an enemy house because when you try to assert a desire, a vision, a theme, a project, people are easily going to Mars you. They don't even know they're doing it. They're just, what is the opposition, Libra, exalted in Saturn. People are just tough. They'd be like, you sure you want to do that? You sure that's a good idea? Because of that whole aspect of Libra, they don't even know why they do it. It's because Saturn, they know that the world, Saturn, can be challenging, restrictive, even brutal. So they Libra you, they try to kind of, Libra, talk to you nice, persuade you air in a way that's cooperative, but still stays in a place with you that's, nice, valuable. But it's still Mars because Aries is so young and, it's the first house. It's really impulsive sometimes. And that's how you can get with your vision. Like, I gotta do this. I can't let anyone stop me. So any form of energy that doesn't resonate with that same motivation is going to throw your first house off. That's why it could be a house of secret enemies, because you don't really know, opposition of Libra, who it is that can really be stopping you just through very stubble ways. Libra, because it's passive. I don't think that's a good idea, not even knowing that this person is doing that for their codependent reasons. Libra. So now we're going to go to that open enemy house. So open enemy house is the opposite of that. It's the descendant. It's that whole nighttime, daylight savings energy, but it's that whole, because of that whole descendant energy, and there being nighttime, it's open because it has, even with Mercury being physical and Libra being Mars, and a Mars energy. So it's showing more of an outside assertiveness. It's showing like an outside function with Mercury and then with Mars. But it's more outside because now this is our relationships, our other people, and just that other dynamic from our direction and our wishful thinking, what we wish. So when we get into the 6th house, we get into work. Oh my God, you already know how your coworkers be. And some of us, we don't even care. Some of our coworkers, we don't even care because it's Virgo, very petty how we deal with each other. Maybe we won't open the door for each other. Maybe we won't, or maybe we won't we'll just be very petty, Virgo, Mercury. But it's an open dynamic because it's okay that we have enemy energy like that. We're coworkers. We aren't even supposed to be friends like that. You'll even find coworkers off the jump. They'll tell you, I don't even talk to people like that over here. And it's an open dynamic with that because what is involved in it? Rank, how good I am at my job, purpose. Is this the job of my dreams? And do I really enjoy being here? And am I happy to be here? Because everybody hate when people come to their job. I'm like, well, why you come here if you hate it so bad? And appreciation. That's the place where you find the most type of, I don't like her. And it's all right. It's okay to do that because we're living in that dynamic. It's just very dangerous because it's very Piscean. There's a lot of shady shit going around at work that we really don't see. But that's our secret enemy house. It's always going to aspect each other. Also, what is Virgo? Virgo's body consciousness. So when we start getting into puberty, when we start getting into that whole dynamic of high school, the second part of Mercury, where we're not getting puberty, start to smell ourselves, start to, have sex, masturbate, things of sort. Yes, that can be a house of open enemies because it all walks into Libra. How does it walk into Libra? Because Libra is the attraction of relationships. Saturn is exalted in the 7th house. Saturn's exalted in Libra. Again, a lot of people feel like, when I go out there and present someone that I'm dating, I have to be aware that people are not going to like that. That's why it's very dangerous for you to keep it in this house. Or that's why a lot of people want to keep their relationships on the low. Because they know as soon as they push their relationships out, or the dynamics that they feel like they value or associate with, people are going to hate on that. But it's all right because it's Venus. And it's that Saturn energy, and it's exalted in Saturn. Because of your cooperation and because of the fact that you're willing to cooperate with someone else and go forth, Saturn exalts it. Saturn exalts the 7th house. Saturn actually likes relationships. He likes when you put forth love. Even if you look at Aquarius being in Valentine's Day season, that's a Saturn energy. So I feel like Saturn loves love. He just feels like loves come with a lot of work, especially when you want to project it with all that Cancer energy, Aries energy. Remember, Saturn's opposite of Cancer. Libra's opposite of Aries. So there's people that are gonna physically want to end your relationship and physically want to attack it. And there's people who are going to emotionally want to attack it or just emotionally have their surroundings around it. So this is our open enemies house. It's when we're at work and we're starting to really date people and who our friends were. You know, we have to be aware of that when we're with our friends. Sometimes our friends got beef. And that is an open, like it is an open energy to be like, okay, I associate myself with this person. That means that, you know, I am aware that because I love and I find this person valuable, there could be energies around me that may not like that. And now they don't like me. So I have to be open to that mindset. And also at work. I'm at work trying to do a really good job. Like I already know people are going to hate on that because, you know, everybody wants to be the, you know, employee of the month, or everyone like, you know, wants to just complain Pisces for no reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is the house where you can see your enemies clearly. You can get that. Saturn being exalted in Libra. Like, who you used to sleep with? Who you know out here? Like, who you used to date? Like, what's your background? Because you know that merging can bring a lot of, you know, open energy that is not always beneficial to you. So yes, this is the house of secret and open enemies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that was, you know, a little helpful to you, gave you a little bit more, you know, understanding to your journey to astrology, to spirituality. So thanks guys. Umi Genevieve, Lace in Space, Constellation on LSD. Love y'all. See y'all later.